seemingly giving herself a chance to get back on top of Liv Morgan. My oh my, what a Christmas gift that would be. Happy ho 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 holidays and happy ho 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 holiday cheer to you all. Also, stop thinking about it, Kier. I know you're thinking about it. Stop it. You get some holiday help. I'm Joe Renton with my review WWE Smackdown Christmas Edition, taped last week. Happy holidays, happy Hanukkah, crazy Kwanzaa, and a solemn, dignified Ramadan. And now, a word from my God, our sponsors. Yeah, I've used that quite a bit. This will be the second to last Christmas-inspired episode because Christmas is almost here. It's almost time to stuff those stockings, stuff that turkey, and stuff your significant other with both those things if you so desire, but make sure you stuff them in the right orifice or you'll be going to the hospital on Christmas. And trust me, I'm not saying I don't know anything about it, except I can't really talk about whether I do or not until the cases are settled. So it's a taped show. Here's what happened. There isn't going to be a lot to talk about. The Bloodline is in your city again because this was taped in Chicago last week. They get pyro. Roman talks about the tag match next week, says, we've got a Kevin Owens problem. Sammy gets all inspired and frothing at the mouth and everything, and he's going to take care of Kevin Owens. And that's why when he gets pinned next week, one of two things. One of two things. I better hold up two fingers for that because that's how you actually do that. If I say one of two things, and that's not how that works. You gotta do the two finger thing. You gotta do the 2-finger salute. You gotta do something like that. Moving on from that, that is a very shocking hand signal to use. Sammy is going to take the pinfall next week, and either they're going to beat the shit out of him next week or they're going to prolong it. He's going to accidentally cost somebody, in the Bloodline, Royal Rumble, a chance to win the Royal Rumble or whatever. And then they're going to turn on him the next time. So it's either going to happen next week or by the show after the Rumble. It's coming soon, lol. Then the Usos beat Hit Row. Top Dollar is one of the worst wrestlers on this earth not named Tyrus. He's terrible. I'm glad he didn't die doing that dive, but at least he didn't do anything monumentally stupid besides getting a wrestling ring. Hit Row, they're the worst rehires that Triple H has brought back. Except maybe the Good Brothers, some of the Good Brothers, maybe we take your order. And yeah, the Usos beat Hit Row. Congratulations, Top Dollar. You didn't land your goddamn head, you fucking idiot. Kayla apparently was so excited she wants to be in on Imperium's purification of the wrestling ring to implement the final phase of their plan. So anyway, number one contenders gauntlet match. Hey, 6 women involved in the number one contenders gauntlet match. This is new, except for the fact they've been doing this for the last few months. And look, I get it. Have a tournament every 3 months or something and build it up. And maybe do a number one contenders match with the top 3 contenders or something, but you don't need to just throw all the women in a gauntlet match every few weeks. It's ridiculous. Xia Li took on Emma. I want Xia to kick me unconscious. I may have issues. She ended up beating the shit out of Emma and plopping her knee right on her face. Should have been me. But she beat Emma. Thanks for coming, Emma. I'm sure Mom... You know what? No, I'm not going to say that. I'm going to let that marinate in your head. Tegan comes down. Shockingly gets in the ring without tripping over her own goddamn feet and gets beat. Xia beats her really quick. Emma and Tegan just don't feel important at all. Emma has come back and has meant absolutely nothing. Tegan, I know she's going to be teaming with Liv, but it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't, nothing against him. I don't want anything bad to happen to him, but it's just neither of those returns mean anything. Raquel comes out fourth. The dubbed-in audio is ridiculous. Raquel pins Xia despite having one goddamn arm because she has that Mo Vaughn type, thing on her arm because of the hurt elbow. And then here's Liv. Liv did everything she could to carry Raquel. Liv scissored Raquel's face. Stop thinking about it, Kiera. I know you're thinking about it. And then ended up just getting flattened and kept going and going and going. Kept trying herniating every disc nerve in her body and people in the front row to carry Raquel, carry this slug of an individual to a passable match. And that is where seemingly giving herself a chance to get back on top of Liv Morgan. Once again, Kiera stopped thinking about it and she did everything she could, and she got pinned. And then Sonya comes out last. Sonya tries fisting Raquel repeatedly, but falls to the bomb. There we go. And then Ronda says, hey, there's one more person. Here's Shayna. Shayna rips off the brace because Raquel can't brace herself for impact. And then hits the most devastating maneuver in all professional wrestling, a surprise roll-up. And shock of shocks, Shayna Baszler gets pinned by a roll-up. I know that you're supposed to do shock wins, and oh, she's such a big fighter, she pulled out the shocking win, but Shayna loses 80% of her goddamn matches via roll-up. Just hit a roll-up from the bell first ring. She never kicks out. So anyway, it's Raquel versus Ronda. Boy, that match inspires me to either go to, I don't know, probably either go to sleep or maybe run to the store. I have no desire to watch that match. Get the title off of Ronda by Mania. Never bring back Ronda. She should never come back for this second run. The first run was mostly fine. Anyway, Bray then cuts a promo, same as it ever was, same as it ever was. And oh, he's losing his mind. He's losing his, he's going all crazy. And then he attacks a camera guy. This Bray stuff is stupid. I'm sorry, this is monumentally stupid. People like it, that's fine. I don't. And then Bray took on Angel Garza. Scarlett and Cross watched from the crowd. I think a few people had their phones out to maybe catch Scarlett's ass on camera because there were quite a few phones and some shots pointed right there. And Ray hits a DDT for 3. I forgot Angel Garza and Humberto Carrillo were still employed by the company. Emma then confronts Scarlett and slaps her. And then Cross says, "You made a big mistake." And then they decide to fill more time by prominently displaying John Cena's massive package. And his package keeps pounding the viewer, pounding the viewer, and pounding the viewer, slamming it all in or whatever, making the viewer beg for it. And lost my train of thought there, but there's quite a few clips of John Cena's career packed into this wonderful package. And then, okay, Miracle on 34th Street fight. All I'm going to say is they could have given the cookies to the kids in the front row and they wouldn't have wasted that stuff. And I know those cookies probably didn't cost more collectively than about $60, and that's being generous. I mean, because it was probably way less. But just give the cookies to the kids. Don't need to waste that food. By the way, then Lacey, who apparently doesn't believe that autism and ADHD are conditions that actually exist in processed foods. Cue the commercial, by the way, cue clips of the commercial that have been posted on Twitter of her promoting processed foods. You stupid twat. God, her daughter's fucking doomed. Whichever daughter she has. Does she have another daughter or a son? I don't care. She can kick rocks. Anyway, and then Team YU Bald, a.k.a. Braun and Ricochet, taking on Imperium. Vinci, I keep going to call him Eichner, and Zekaiza. Miracle on 34th Street fight. Okay, so we had bullshit, Christmas trees, Christmas trees, presents, cookies being busted, Ricochet getting knocked out by a chair shot. I hope he was all right because that looked really brutal. And then we had a ballerina step out of a box. And then we had New Day step out as toy soldiers. They kicked Imperium in the balls. Or one of them, and then Braun ran over everybody, and then Ricochet had a mistletoe held over him, and Samantha Irvin kissed him and inspired him to fire up and kick everybody's asses. To be fair, Samantha has that kind of beauty and that kind of intelligence and that kind of panache to inspire anybody to say, "Oh, you're going to do that? Fine, I will run through a brick wall." And then Ricochet wins with a splash. Merry Christmas, everybody. Next week's episode should be fun. Maybe. We'll see. Nevertheless, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Retland. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. See you soon.